Welcome back to another 2015-16 offensive preview. Today we're going to look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder is probably tied for my first favorite team that I'm going to be watching next year, probably with Chicago, with the Hoiberg. With Billy Donovan and Hoiberg going to the NBA, they were two of my favorite coaches in college. So now that we get to see them take their NBA offensive principles to the actual NBA, I'm very excited to see what Billy Donovan is able to do and can do in Oklahoma City with the roster he has. We're going to look at his spread pick and roll principles and some of his sets that he runs, but I'm going to do a detailed breakdown of his spread pick and roll kind of motion, what they'll flow into after transition's over. So we'll take a look at that now. So I love Billy Donovan and his offensive philosophy. It is fantastic. He has been, quoted as saying he wants to give up, a lot of his control. He doesn't want to control every single play. He wants his players to have a lot of freedom. And through that, he likes to see some creativity, and because he allows his players to play, it's difficult to scout and kind of hard to figure out what they're doing at times. So he just is stated that he always wants two defenders on the ball. That's the goal. That's the principle. Two defenders on the ball. That's how you create mismatches. More often than not, you see it starts initiated with a high ball screen and it's flat, which means the big man who is setting the screen, his butt is to the rim and his chest is to the back of the point guard's defender. So it's flat, kind of square, even with the point guard's defender. Out of their transition attack, they look to get the ball past half court in 4 seconds. That was his goal in practice, was to get the ball past half court in 4 seconds. He said if they don't do that, then possession failed. So you're going to look to see Oklahoma City get the ball and really increase the pace this year, which is something that I'm looking forward to. After transition is over, so after they've explored all the early options, nothing's there, that's when they'll just kind of flow into this spread pick and roll offense. And everything is a read. So this isn't like a set, like this is what you do every time down. It can be a reversal to the four-man who's trailing. It could be a pass to the guard on the wing. It could be, everything that's happens is a read, not a call. Now, sure, he can call it, and he can say, hey, run 52 short, whatever they call it. He can call a certain play or action in the pick and roll offense, or to kind of like initiate the pick and roll offense. So if he calls, four up or whatever, he can have the four-man set a high ball screen and pop. If Ibaka sets a high ball screen and pops and looks to get an open shot, or initiate the offense that way, where you can get a quick ball reversal and a pick and roll with a bad hedge, whatever he decides to do, he can call it. More often than not, pass goes to the wing, point guard cuts through. That's like the initial, if nothing else is there in transition, pass to the wing, cut through. Anytime there is a double side, so if there's two guards on one side, you have a player in the dead corner, which is deep in the corner, and the high guard holds the sideline, which just means he is right on the edge of the sideline, spacing the floor out as much as possible. The offense starts in their pick and roll motion on the reversal from 3 to 4. So 3 gets the ball in the wing, passes to 4. 4 looks to reverse the ball to 2. If he's denied, then he cuts through. More often than not, it's going to be 4 dribbles at 2, 2 cuts backdoor, 1 fills behind him looking to get a dribble handoff or a pass, and then 2 fills back in the same side corner. So if he's not denied, though, he can always just pass it to him on that reversal. So if 2 cuts backdoor and fills and the pass goes to 1, or if the ball is passed to 2 initially, 5 steps out of the post and sets a ball screen. And the key here is the angle of the ball screen. Donovan wants his players to almost set a back screen on the defender of X2, the defender of the 2 guard, or the defender of whoever's on the wing, to make sure that the defense is forced to go over the top of that screen. Now, this isn't every time. This is just kind of like the basic, gist of it. So on this reversal, 4 can continue into a staggered ball screen. You can continue into, he passes to the wing, he can slip the ball screen, 5 fills behind, sets a ball screen. So there's multiple options off of everything they do, and everything's a read, so it's not patterned exactly. This is the basic of what he would want. So the options for 4 is to follow into a double ball screen, clear opposite to opposite corner, opposite short corner. So like if you have a player like Steven Adams at the 4 spot, or a player who cannot shoot like Mitch McGary, doesn't shoot great 3-pointers in the 4 spot, he can clear to the opposite short corner. If you have a player like Serge Ibaka, he can pass to the wing. He can fill opposite wing, creating a lifted or spread pick and roll, so that you have multiple options off of just that one pass. So let's say everything's normal, it's perfect. 5 sets of a ball screen, rolls to the rim, 2 attacks off it. The key here is the player in the corner, more often than not, is going to be the one point guard. He's going to fill behind. So that is lifting behind the defense and forcing his defender to make a decision. So say ball is reversed, they don't get a score. Ball's reversed to the 4-man, and it's just an automatic continuation, pass to the 3. It's automatic reversal. 4 has a couple options off this reversal. He can go into a ball screen. He can slip the ball screen, or he can set a brush screen, or like a shallow cut. And what he does is he kind of takes 2 steps towards 3, shallow cuts in front of him to the short corner, with 3 dribbling hard off behind him. When 4 executes that shallow cut, X5 will most likely help out on that shallow cut in the paint, or at least show towards it. On this reversal, so 3 drives hard behind 4 who's shallow cut to the short corner. It's not there. 3 automatically passes to 1 who's holding the sideline because there's 2 players out there. 5 is going to take 2 hard steps and duck his man in. So he's going to seal his man who helped over into the paint looking to get a duck in. So Steven Adams would be really good at getting a duck in like that. So 1 looks to shoot. The pass goes to the corner. It's never so. Let's say 5 ducks in. 1 looks, waits. Billy Donovan doesn't want his players to sit there and wait for something to happen. He wants them to make a play or execute something. So he'll wait 1 or 2 seconds. No pick and roll. Pass goes to the corner. Guard cuts hard through all the way to the opposite corner. 5-man steps up for a ball screen for 2 in the corner, similar to the triangle corner situation. But essentially, 2 takes 2 hard dribbles out of the corner. 5 steps up for a ball screen, rolls to the rim. What he likes to do here is, and it's a little unorthodox, I was unsure how I felt about it at first when I first saw him teach this. 4 is going to run underneath the basket to the wing where 2 dribbled out of. So he says, he has a philosophy of most big men are going to X out or switch big to big. And what this does is forces them into a tough defensive situation. So X4 may help on the roll man 5, and then X5 may be showing on the ball screen. So then you have 2 defenders on 1, and if you got Serge Ibaka running underneath, he's going to be open on that wing more often than not. And if they do switch it, then you have a 4-man who's guarding a 5. So if a lot of teams are going smaller now, you've got a 4 on a 5. 5 looks to post up and get a score, create a mismatch. Billy Donovan just looks at the ways the pick and roll is defended. And however it is defended is how they run the action. So it's based on the scouting before the game. If they're in the flow of the offense, all they do is look how it's defended and go from there. So you can do hard show or trap. If they switch it, if they back off or go under all the time to keep the ball in the lane. You need to be able to have any different type of pick and roll action to take advantage of how they are defending you. So with the spread pick and roll offense, he wants the players to start extremely spread out. 2 guys in the dead corner, 2 guys on the wing holding the sideline, 5 in the short corner or on the baseline, running the baseline, and 4 is usually trailing the play. So that's usually the basic alignment out of transition or secondary. So you use 4 as a flat screen. So what he does with the flat screen is he'll tell you where the point guard's defender will tell you how far is going to come out and set the ball screen. So 4 must give at least 1 step in order to be able to make the move off a ball screen. So a flat screen is a great pressure release for the 1. So if the point guard is dealing with some pressure, having the 4 step up into the flat ball screen is very good to to have that. So goal is to get 2 defenders on the ball. That's the goal. 4 must determine where to set the screen so 1 can get 2 on the ball. It's pretty simple. So 4 steps up. You have options when he steps up. So basically, you want to get 2 on the ball. So if X4 is sagging off, 4 is going to pop. You can turn the angle of the screen. So 4 can turn the angle of the screen, have 1 change the angle of his attack. 4 can pop to the opposite wing. So you want to get 2 on the ball and pass back to 4. 4 has options. 4 attacks the 3-point line. It does pick and pop or attacks the rim. That's it. So he has the option to score or pass. So if Ibaka gets it, he has the option to shoot, attack, in a 4-on-3 situation. And this is really what the Golden State Warriors like to do, because Steph is so good at getting 2 guys on the ball, because he's so lethal from off the dribble in drag situations, that he'll get 2 guys on the ball, pass to Draymond, and then they're playing 4-on-3, looking to get options out of it. So the goal is when 4 gets the ball, he does not want a non-aggressive dribble. So he does not want the 4 to take like a non-attacking dribble, and don't throw to a guarded man in the corner. That's the goal. Options are attack the rim. If the rim attack isn't open, the shot isn't open, you pass to ball side wing and follow into a ball screen. And then it just kind of goes in options from there. Slip screen, double screen, whatever the case is for that. If the defense switches, anytime there's a switch occurs on the 1-4 ball screen, 4 looks to post his man up. So Ibaka may not be a great post player. I don't know how he'll handle that, but that was his philosophy at Florida. Anytime 1-4 switch, 4 drags his man down to the post and posts up. But it doesn't have to be, you don't have to go for the post up. Sometimes he'll go the entire possession with that mismatch, probing, waiting for the opportunity to expose it. If a team has aggressive jump outs, or if they hard hedge on the ball screen, what he'll do is, instead of utilizing a ball screen to initialize the offense, he'll have 1 pass to 2 on the wing, then come off a back screen from 4. Then 4 follows it into a ball screen, and it's roll and replace action. I really hope they kind of run this action every now and then, or set to get Russell Westbrook off a lob. And that's going to be kind of the gist of my Billy Donovan breakdown for his pick and roll kind of philosophy. And I hope you guys enjoyed it and got something out of it. I look forward to seeing what Billy Donovan can do with the Oklahoma City Thunder this year. I think he's going to do great work. I'm really, really, really excited to watch that team play. Hopefully they stay healthy. A healthy KD is going to be very good in this offense. I look forward to seeing what they do. If you guys got any questions, hit me up on Twitter at HalfCourtHoops. Drop me a comment on here. Let me know what you think. Thanks.